NFL season is upon us. But tomorrow is the NFL season with Baltimore and Kansas City kicking it off as the opening kickoff of the 2024 season. All right. What's up, guys? AW Aaron Warrior. Welcome to welcome, guys. Welcome. I appreciate you coming here. Let's see. Please say hello. We're gonna predictions. We're gonna do predictions on my channel. If you're up for it, so sit back and let's do this, man. So yeah, all right, man. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna kick it off. We're kicking off with the rematch. The rematch of the AFC Championship last year. Started this afternoon stream. So I was gonna do this before before the season kicks off, and that's obviously tomorrow. The season kicks off. So yeah, we're gonna all right. So we're gonna do this. So we're gonna preview and predict each games. Obviously, I have not done a season preview. That's a fact. I have not done a season preview. Okay, that's a fact. As a fact. And if you're watching this in the comments, feel free to give your thoughts on each game you go by for the week one of 2024 NFL season. All right. So give your thoughts. All right. I hope to see you in the chat too, guys. I do really hope to see you in the chat. Okay. All right. So let's bring up the these the games, the schedule from Google. Let's do it from Google. All right. So this we got the rematch. Baltimore and Kansas City tomorrow. The Amazon game. This is taking place in Kansas City in Arrowhead. We rematch. Now Baltimore has added Derrick Henry to their backfield as their new running back. Running back, right? They've added Derrick Henry. And Kansas City actually they might be better than they were last year. Their last year, even though they won the Super Bowl, they might be better this year than last year. Obviously, they got Mahomes, so you can never bet against Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. A word of advice: never bet against Patrick Mahomes. But Lamar Jackson is good too. Good too. Obviously, uh, and these teams you could easily see as a rematch in the AFC Championship game again for this season. But I think I'm going to go with Kansas City just because they're at home. But this is a way to kick off the season, man. This is just was it, the rematch from the AFC Championship. Wait. Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson might be the best quarterback matchup in the NFL. Oh, definitely in the AFC, but in the NFL, obviously. Okay, definitely, definitely best might be the best quarterback matchup in the NFL. Period. All right, so I'm going with Kansas City to win here just because they're at home. I know last year Detroit beat Kansas City at home, but I don't think that's going to happen this time. I still think Kansas City is going to win this game at home. So tell me in the chat, guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Who's going to win this game tomorrow? Are you going to watch this game tomorrow? All right, let's go. Let's let's go to the next game. Now, this game is gonna be interesting, fun too. Now, this is in Brazil. Remember, they're doing this game in Brazil, and this is gonna be on a Friday. So a very rare football game on a Friday. That's because, like I said, they're in Brazil, and this is gonna feature the Green Bay Packers versus Philadelphia. Yes, Philadelphia is technically listed as the home team, but they're not really at home, right? They're in Brazil. So a lot of people are high on the Packers. Jordan Love had a really, really good, solid season as a first-year starter, right? And he did upset and annihilate the Cowboys and almost took down San Francisco. Almost took down San Francisco in the next round of the playoffs. Philadelphia, on the other hand, man, their season was a tale of two halves. 10-1 start, and then had an epic collapse. Epic collapse. They were losing everything. Things were not going their way. Jalen Hurt was not doing well. The things were not going Philadelphia's way in basically the second half of the season. Okay, Eagles way, the Eagles way, and they lost to Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first round of the playoffs last year in the NFC. Okay, so that's last year. I expect him to learn from that. I expect Philadelphia to learn from that. But these two teams can easily see each other in the playoffs again because there's people very high on Jordan Love. I think he's gonna be solid, but it's based on 1 year. I'm not gonna say, oh, he's already a top five quarterback. You gotta see it for more than 1 year, man. More than 1 year. Okay. No way. No way. But the thing is, Green Bay could easily like Green Bay could challenge. I think them and the Lions are the favorites to win the NFC North. I also think Chicago's gonna be better, and I think Minnesota's gonna suck, even though despite having Justin Jefferson, but they're gonna suck. Philadelphia, on the other hand, I think they'll have a bounce back season. Seriously, I think they will have a bounce back season, and I do think it's going to be them versus the Cowboys for the NFC East. But I really do think the Eagles are going to have a bounce back season. They'll learn from their collapse last season. I hope so. Hope so. If they don't, if that continues going into this season, the coach is going to get fired. They're going to let the coach go. I guarantee it. Coach will be not. They won't have the same coach. I guarantee it, guys. Okay. But yeah, but this is in Brazil. Philadelphia technically does not have the home field advantage. Okay, despite being home team, unless it's I don't expect the crowd to be majority Eagle fans. Honestly, it could be 50-50. It could be 50-50 Packer and Eagle fans, or there might be more Eagle fans because Philadelphia Eagles might have a bigger fan base because Philadelphia is a bigger city. But Packers do have a large fan base because of the historic team they are. Uh, maybe a more wider fan base, broader fan base. I don't know, but this is not favorite the Philadelphia Eagles because they're not in the home team. They're not the home. They are the home team, but they're not playing at home. Okay, that's my point. So yeah, and this is Friday night, which is where, but this is a special reason why it's on Friday night. Okay, they're in Brazil, and yeah, this is the idea of the NFL trying to roll their game outside of the states. I don't think Southern America is the place to go. I don't think they care about football. Honestly, I think most of the people that are going to see this game are well, it's the home opener of the Eagles, and it's the first game of the Packers season. I think most of the people that are going are going to be Packer and Eagle fans, not the locals. Honestly, not the locals who in São Paulo, São Paulo. So that's what I think. Oh, my prediction is I'm gonna pick Green Bay. Green Bay. All right, let's go. So we're getting to Sunday now, the Sunday games, and then we'll get to the Monday night game. Okay, we'll do Panthers at Saints. Yeah, Panthers are not going to be any better than last year. Maybe one or two games, but with Bryce Young, second year, we'll see if he improves as a quarterback. Because CJ Stroud surely outshined him, right? Definitely outshined him. The Saints. I don't know, man. I really don't know about the Saints all that much. Like that division is, I think it's still Tampa Bay, but David Carr is he the store quarterback to the Saints? Well, here's the thing. This is week one, and it's Carolina, so I'm still probably gonna go with the Saints over Carolina because yeah, there's no faith in Carolina. I have no faith in Carolina, but guys, unless Bryce Young takes a step in the right direction, improve. But I don't know. I don't know what the rest of the personnel. Uh, All right, let's go to the next game. Vikings and Giants. Man, two bad teams. Now with the Vikings lost the rookie quarterback JJ McCarthy. Right, he's out for the year. So they're investing in the franchise quarterback won't be able to showcase what he could do because he's out for the year. And the Giants, well, I'm not a fan of Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is overrated. I don't know why he's thinking so much. He's not that good of a quarterback. And also Uncle Barkley. I don't know the rest of the team besides Daniel Jones and the receiver neighbors. And and I yeah, New York is the home team, but I think I to me this could go any way. Anyway, the thing that Carolina that Minnesota has advantage of is the receiving core. I do like I do like Justin Jefferson when maybe the top receiver in the league. The guy they drafted from last year, I think they also signed Aaron Jones from Green Bay, a solid running back. So whoever's quarterbacking, that's not just McCarthy, that's solid weapons. So I know this is New York home, New York. Oh, it's a pressure place to play, right? It's New York. I think Minnesota could win this game. I think Minnesota could win this game just because I like the offensive weapons better than New York Giants. To me, the Giants are. If I'm the Giants, I would tank this year, man. I would tank this year and move on from Daniel Jones at the end of the season and go for a new quarterback. Because to me, Daniel Jones, and I think a lot of people, Daniel Jones is not the answer, New York Giants fans. Look, Eli Manning was a solid to good quarterback, but not a great quarterback. You're still better than Daniel Jones. So you got to move on from Daniel. I think you got to move on Daniel Jones. All right. Once I got Minnesota. Patriots and Bengals. Patriots are gonna suck. Patriots arguably might be the worst team in the league. They're not even starting. They're not. They're not even starting the rookie quarterback. They're gonna have to sit down because they're afraid he's gonna. Their offensive line's bad. They're afraid they're gonna abuse him by not being able to protect him, right, from the defenders. The Bengals are gonna have the thing about the Bengals. They got a couple days, right, left until the season starts because Jamar Chase, their star receiver, has not a contract yet. Has no contract yet. You still got Joe Burrows. The Jamar Chase, I think that does hurt the Bengals in the long run. One in terms of offense, especially for Joe Burrows. But the Patriots, like the Giants, could arguably like be the one getting the number one draft pick next year. They could be that bad. They could be like a 2 or 3 win team or a 4 win team at best. So I don't see the issue here. I have Bengals all the way. Bengals should beat the Patriots decisively, man. Steelers and Falcons. Oh, this game is a little harder. Now with Pittsburgh, they got a good defense and they got solid offensive weapons, right? But you're going to Russell Wilson now. With Russell Wilson, his years in Denver did not go so well, right? So they moved off from him, and now he's in Pittsburgh. Now they got Josh. No, no, Josh. They got Fields. Fields. Is it Josh Fields? Oh no, it's not Josh Fields. Oh, I forget. But they also got Fields, right, from Chicago, right? So, but they got good weapons around him. Okay, they got good weapons around him, around those two quarterbacks. They Pickens, and other receivers, and they got the running back Najee Harris, right? And the defense, Pittsburgh's defense is good, and Mike Tomlin's a good coach. Okay. On the other hand, Atlanta has Kirk Cousins now, and Kirk Cousins, look, he may be a little overrated in terms of playoff success. It's true, and maybe primetime success, but he's a good. And I know he's moving on from Minnesota, and Justin Jefferson doesn't have Justin Jefferson anymore, but he does have Drake London and Kyle Pitts, who I think Kyle Pitts should take to the next level. I think with Kirk Cousins there, Kyle Pitts will definitely take the next level into the superstar they think he was drafted to start him when Atlanta drafted him. Okay, I know they have Michael Penix Jr., who's the future, but I think Kirk Cousins is the guy to help elevate the offense, especially in the throwing game. And this game is hard. This game is hard, really, really hard. I'm I'm gonna go with Atlanta just because Kirk Cousins is solid, and I don't know what Russell Wilson we're gonna get. Okay, I'm gonna go with Atlanta here, but Pittsburgh could win this game. I'm gonna go with Atlanta. Let's go to the next game, guys. Okay, Texans and Indianapolis Colts. Now a lot of people are seeing the Colts as a sleeper team in this division, right? Anthony Richardson is their quarterback, but the thing is, Anthony Richardson has not played a lot, all right, because he was hurt for most of the year last year, right? I think he has potential, really, really do. And I think the Colts do have a good team around them, like a good, solid young team, Michael Pittman Jr., etc., etc. Um, okay, and I don't think they're going to be terrible, but I don't think they're better than the Texans. And I know this is Indianapolis. Also, we got to see if CJ Stroud's going to take it to the next level. People are very high on CJ Stroud. They added Stephon Diggs. They added Joe Mixon, former Bengal. They upgraded the defense. The Texans are very, very talented. Okay, very, very talented in the AFC South. Okay, the Colts are no slouch, but they're no juggernaut. They're no powerhouse. Okay, and every Richardson, like I said, every Richardson's only played like 4 or 5 games, and we gotta see. We gotta see if he's the guy that the Colts believe he can be. Right now with Texas, CJ Stroud could not. Right, CJ Stroud, great rookie season. Right, great rookie season. Right, but he has to prove for a second year role, kind of like Jordan Love. Even though Jordan Love has been in the NFL for 2 or 3 years, learning under Aaron Rodgers, CJ Stroud was thrown in there right at the beginning. She just sort of has to do it and not have a sophomore slump. There's always not just NFL but sports. There's always the occasional sophomore slump talk, right? Right. CJ Stroud cannot have the sophomore slump. CJ Stroud has to be as good, maybe even better than last year. And I think he has a talent because there's a lot of talent around him. Spent a lot in the free agent market. They made a trade for Stephon Diggs, so he has a lot of help, right? And I think the Texans are the best team in the division. This is at home and for the Colts. I'm still going to go with the Texans here, but I don't think this is going to be an easy game for them, honestly. So I'll go with the Texans winning here over the Colts. Okay. Bills and Cardinals. Oh, right. Look, I'm not as high on the Bills as some people think some people are still because Not high on the Bills as some people are because they lost a lot of personnel on defense. On defense, a lot of good players on defense too, mind you. The secondary especially, and their best linebacker Milano's out for some time. So I'm not high on the Bills as some people still are. I think they got a little worse. Yes, they still have Josh Allen out there, one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but Josh Allen could be a little Brett Favre like. Because Brett Favre in Green Bay, yeah, he was just a gunslinger. Somebody likes the was good. Just a lot of picks. Josh Allen is somebody like that, and he is majority of the offense. Um, Kincaid has to take the next level. I just not high on Buffalo as some people are. I thought the window to be one of the best teams it's starting to close. Close. I know Josh Allen's still there and he's dating Haley Steinfeld, but whatever. That's the reason. Maybe that's the reason they grew up together. Maybe it's because he's distracted by her. I don't know. I did not. They certainly did not distract. That certainly did not distract Travis Kelsey with that Taylor Swift. Even though Travis Kelsey had it is on a decline. Last season proved that he was on a decline offensively. Um, but Arizona, Kyle Murray has to prove it, right? Arizona's still the worst team in that division. They got Mark Wilson Jr., got Kyle Murray. Buffalo should beat Arizona because I don't like Arizona's defense either. But I like Buffalo's defense, all right? But Buffalo's still better. I go with Buffalo home. I do like the running game with James Cook. I'm still going with Buffalo home, but I'm curious to see the duel of is Marvel Harrison Jr. and Kyle Murray. Because Kyle Murray's always been the wild card quarterback. Is he going to be consistent, Murray, or is he going to focus on playing video games? Video games. So Buffalo, will call the Bills this week. Titans and Chicago. Well, Chicago is certainly going to start with the new quarterback, Caleb Williams, right? Caleb Williams. Right? Caleb Williams as a new quarterback from USC, and they definitely upgraded their defense. And they have upgraded their offense. They're not going to be a terrible team. Right? They're not going to be a terrible team. They might be a 500 team at best. Tennessee, on the other hand, they're probably going to be shit. Will Levis is the quarterback. They gave up on Malik Willis right away. They lost Derrick Henry. I can't name any other players on Tennessee. If you can think of any players on Tennessee, let me know. But Chicago should win this game. Chicago should easily win this game. Chicago will win this game, especially at home at Soldier Field. I'm going with Chicago. Tennessee could easily be one of the top 5 worst teams in the league. Either they're probably not going to win. They're probably going to be last in the South. The Titans. All right, who's next? Dolphins and Jaguars. Ooh, now the Dolphins are always one of those teams where they do really, really good, but when Tua gets into colder weather and when playoffs, he fumbles. Right. Jacksonville, on the other hand, Trevor Lawrence, and they brought in Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is okay receiver, but they have Trevor Lawrence there, who who should become a top 5 quarterback. He has a talent top 5 quarterback. Now, the before we thought he was going to be a top 5 quarterback, right? Top 5 quarterback. When they won the division and they came back to defeat the Chargers. Remember that? Terrible playoff game, but they came back to defeat the Chargers, and that basically cost the head coach of the Chargers his job that playoffs 2 years ago. But Miami, on the other hand, Tua, Hill, and Waddle as the receivers. I'm going with Miami here to win, but Miami, as the season goes on, I might change my predictions of Miami. This is because of Tua not able to adjust for his playoffs and not able to adjust when it's cold, rainy, that kind of weather. Because if he does play Buffalo in the winter, if he does play North teams in the winter, especially on the East or even in the West or the North, he's going to have to be able to fight through snow. especially in Buffalo, man, or Detroit, or Chicago, or Cleveland. He's gonna fight. He's gonna have to fight through snow and just through snow. If he can't do that, find a way, then he'll never win a Super Bowl or a championship. I mean, the Super Bowl game will most likely be in a hot weather city or with a city with a dome. But to get to the Super Bowl, he may have to face a team in the January and February in the North with snow or even rain. That's the Achilles heel of Tua on the Dolphins is when it gets later in the season. Can he win in different weather? Weather is not in the greatest conditions. All right. So I'm going Miami here. Broncos or Seahawks? Oh, so I don't have Red here, but if Red was here, Waka is here. I think he's gonna be happy with my pick. To me, Denver, they're going with Bo Nix as the quarterback. Denver is gonna be like picking in the top 10, picking in the top 10. And I do like Seattle. I don't think Seattle is the best team in the West. I think that's San Fran and the Rams. But I think they're the third best team in the West. They're better than the Cardinals. I'll say they're better than the Cardinals. And the Broncos, to me, the Broncos might be better than the Raiders, and that's it. They might be better than the Chargers too. I mean, I can't name anybody else on the Chargers on offense besides Herbert. To be honest with you, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I know, and we'll get to the Chargers, man. We'll get to the Chargers if they play Week 1. Um, but if Walker was here, Red was here, I think he'd be happy with my pick with Seattle because I'm going with Seattle here. All right, Raiders and Chargers. Raiders are gonna suck. But like New York Giants, you need to draft a franchise quarterback. Okay, they need to suck. They need to draft a franchise quarterback. Los Angeles Chargers already have a franchise quarterback, but they lost two good offensive weapons, right? Vincent Jackson, and Mike Williams. Mike Williams in New York. I'm not sure where Vincent Jackson went to, but they lost them. I know their defense is stuff, Cali Mack and all that, but they have Herbert and they have Hardball from Michigan, right? As their head coach. But the Raiders suck. They do have a good defensive player, Max Crosby. But who else do they have? Who's your quarterback? Gardner Minshew? Yeah, he's not going to be the future quarterback. They need basically suck this year and get a franchise quarterback. Now I don't know how strong the quarterback class is going to be for this next upcoming draft, right? I don't know how strong. I mean, you know what look good in the Raiders uniform as a franchise quarterback? Deion Sanders' son. Son. That should probably be a top 10 draft pick next year. I'll just look right now. Let's see. Let's look at like right now. So yeah, so the top quarterback scheduled to go in the draft is not Deion Sanders' son. It's Carson Beck. I think New York should get him. Should definitely draft him. Like, like seriously, New York, right? And yeah, and the Raiders should draft. If they can't get Carson Beck, draft Sanders. There's only two quarterbacks. No, there's another quarterback. Three quarterbacks as of right now scheduled to go to top 10. Now it's still early in the college season. That things could change, but you got Carson Beck out of Georgia, Sanders out of Colorado, Quinn Ewers of Texas, top top 11 actually. So I think Sanders would look good in the Raiders uniform. Honestly. So they should really tank for him, man, or at least one of the quarterbacks, Carson Becker, Sanders. Uh, but yeah, still got the Chargers winning here. Oh man, the Cowboys and the Browns. Oh man, this is gonna be hard because Cleveland has a hell of a defense, and I don't know if Nick Chubb is playing. Okay, but they have hell of a defense. Dallas to me is it's a Dex Prescott show. Like I have no problem with Prescott in the season, in the fucking regular season. My problem is the playoffs when things get tough. He chokes in the playoffs. He can never get the team over the hump. Dallas chokes in the playoffs, and Cleveland to me. Cleveland has all the talent in the world to be really, really good in the playoffs, to go far. Said Deshaun Watson, what can he do? What can he do? If we get the Houston Texans version of Deshaun Watson, Cleveland's unstoppable in the North. If we don't, they might just be good at playoffs just based on their defense and Nick Chubb and Amari Cooper. But they really need Deshaun Watson to capture that Texans form because he was one of the best when he was the Texans. They need that version of Deshaun Watson to go farther in the playoffs. And Dallas needs really Dak Prescott to step up the game, or they could move on Dak Prescott. They don't have a contract, right? He's a free agent. Uh, I don't know. I mean, like they're both good. I'm gonna go with Cleveland though. I'm gonna go with Cleveland just for the hell of it, like because I kind of like it when Stephen A. Smith rips on the Dallas Cowboy fans, and I want to see that happen week one. Honestly, personally, Buccaneers or Commanders. Okay, Commanders are gonna be the worst team in NFC East. Buccaneers might end up winning the NFC South. Baker Mayfield had a solid year last year, so they gave him an extension, a new deal. Washington is starting a rookie quarterback in Jalen Daniels, so take that. And I think Buccaneers. So I'm going to go Buccaneers here. Buccaneers over the Commanders. Commanders, I don't think are going to be one of the best teams. They might be a top 10 pick again this year. You got the quarterback. They probably have to draft around the quarterback or their defense. All right. So let's move on. So Tampa Bay. Oh my God, this game is fucking hard to pick, man. This is the Sunday night game. The Los Angeles Rams or the Detroit Lions. Now, Detroit Lions, I was hoping, honestly, I'm a San Fran fan, but I was hoping Detroit made the Super Bowl last year. And I love this team. So young, so athletic. I'm happy for Detroit fans that they had something to be excited about because that franchise has been in turmoil since forever. And they finally found success by getting to the NFC Championship game, which they almost won, by the way. And I think they're still talented. The coach got a good coach. They got Jared Goff, who is with a solid quarterback. Got a good receivers. Got a good young running backs. Their defense is certainly improved. But the Rams, on the other hand, yes, they lost Aaron Donald, but they still got good two receivers in Krupp and Pakanua. I think their defense is still good enough, and they still got Strasburg. Okay, the Rams are still there. And the Rams can easily challenge the 49ers for the NFC West. Okay, but I'm going to go with Detroit here. I really like Detroit. I think Detroit has a chance to be the team that represents the Super Bowl in the NFC. And finally, the Monday night game: New York Jets, San Francisco 49ers. Now the Jets, right? Solid team all around. Got a good quarterback, good receivers. Adam Mike Williams, good defense. Aaron Rodgers. Is Aaron Rodgers able not to get hurt after 4 snaps? Will he be able not to get hurt after 4 snaps? Is the question. Will he? Right? 49ers on the other hand just resigned Brandon ID, right? And they just got back Trent Williams to protect the running game and passing game, and he's a big contributor to that, a big factor. And the Jets can easily win the AFC East, and the 49ers will challenge the Rams for the NFC West. But this is at home with 49ers. I'm going with, I think I'm going to go with the 49ers at home, but just because they're at home. But it's going to be a hell of a game. People are going to watch this game. People are really going to watch this game. I'm telling you. But I'm going to 49ers at home. Yeah. It's gonna draw big ratings just because it's week one and also Aaron Rodgers and San Fran, man. All right. So that's all. That's the last game of week one. Okay. Next week we'll do week two around this time, around Wednesday next week. All right. But yeah, that's week one. So tell me in the comments below, or after this is not live, your predictions for week one. And yeah.